Careful, you'll do yourself an injury. Man's work is that.
Normally I'd agree. If there are any damn men here, that is.
Eh?
What do you do? Take it in turns?
Sorry, Sarah.
Your
I don't know
brother
what you...
packed his bags and left last night. What happened, Jack? Did Marion turn you down? Is that it?
Where did he go? Why?
In that order, France. No one knows.
Welcome home, Jack.
Can you ring me as soon as you get in, please? I want to talk to you about next week's order.
Oh, Kathy, my dear.
Bye.
Hi.
Come on in.
Hello, Alan. This is Peter at Wren's Nest.
It was you. I don't understand. I thought, Alan, why are you riding around on Chris's motorbike?
Well, that's rather a long story.
Why has he let you borrow it?
No, not exactly.
Alan, what is going on?
Now, you've just come back from Caroline's, haven't you? Look, why don't you let me give you a lift home, and I'm sure Christopher can explain all this far better than I can.
It's all right, I've got my car.
But you're quite safe, I assure you. There's a spare crash hat out there.
I know, it's mine.
Ah, yes. Yeah, roaring through the winter countryside. Powerful machine, pretty girl sitting on the pillion. I can just feel the years rolling away.
I bet you can. Well, it's very kind of you, Alan, but I'm perfectly capable of driving myself home.
Come on, Sarah, talk to me. It's not like Joe to just vanish like that. What's been going on?
I'm sorry, I've been too busy to play the role of agony aunt.
Well, didn't he give some explanation? He can't just disappear.
Oh, you mean he can't just dash off abroad at the drop of a hat without a thought for the farm? I would have thought that was the normal behaviour pattern for the Sugden brothers.
It's not the same, Sarah. I had good reason.
Oh, yes.
I missed you, Sarah. I missed you a lot.
That's why you stayed an extra few days, is it?
Well, it couldn't be helped, love. Italian law's one huge bureaucratic monster. You cut one head off and two more sprout.
I really don't want to hear about it, Jack. I'm not interested. How's Robert?
He's fine. I dropped him off at school on the way here.
Pity. It would have been nice to have seen him.
Well, you see him later, love.
Yes. Well, that'll have to do, won't it?
Temperamental little beggar, that. Mrs. Bates used to have the same problem.
Well, why doesn't Mr. Turner buy a new one?
Mr. Turner don't buy old new. Look at this shovel. I'll bet that shovel was used for digging trenches in the First World War.
Well, I fail to see how I can get correct weight for this order with a weighing machine acting up like this.
Bit of technical know-how. That's what's needed. What's this? Good, eh?
Thank you, sir.
You think notes on it? I just wish everything were as easy to fix.
Let's have a look. Have you got any sand lying about?
Oh, there's some left from that cementing job.
Any oil? Old Sumple will do fine.
I know where I can get some. Hey, what's all this about?
Just you wait and see, Seth Armstrong.
Annie, did Joe say when he'd be back?
No, he didn't. He just packed his bags and went.
It isn't because of me or Mark, is it? I mean, I know we can be a bit stupid at times.
Rachel, love, don't think that. Don't think that for a moment. Joe loves the pair of you as if you were his own. You know that.
Yeah, and I know that, but...
Listen, love. Joe's at a low point. And missing Kate the way he does, well, he didn't feel he was helping anybody by staying around. I think he was right to go, even though it was a bit of a rush.
Yeah, he'll be back soon, won't he?
Yes, of course. As soon as he's sorted a few things out.
Hiya.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll just get my stuff.
Morning, Mrs. Sugden.
Morning, Michael. Where are you off to?
Oh, just into Horton.
Yeah, we're going to go do some shopping.
Window shopping.
Well, speak for yourself.
Don't know what you're letting yourself in for, lad.
Oh, well, I've got no else to do, really.
Thanks very much.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Oh.
Come on, before I leave you here and change your mind.
Bye.
brought you a present back. Don't you want to know what it is?
Not particularly.
For heaven's sake, Sarah, how long is this going to go on for? Who are you trying to punish? Me? Yourself? Both of us?
Just leave me alone, Jack, please.
For God's sake, will you just stop for a minute and listen? Don't you want to hear the truth? Sorry. It's just that you don't seem to want to hear what I've got to say.
I wasn't aware there was anything to say.
Well, there is, Sarah. A lot. Will you just listen, please? I went out to Italy to help an old friend. Someone I've known for years. Someone I was very close to. Don't look at me like that, Sarah. I'm trying to explain, and you're not making this any easier. That's why I went out there. That's why I thought I was going out there. Well, as soon as I got there, I realized that you were right. I was testing myself.
I knew it.
No, wait, Sarah. Whatever the reason for going, as soon as I saw Marion, I knew I was chasing a memory. She means nothing to me anymore. I love you more than I ever loved Marion. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Sarah. With you.
Oh, hiya, Chris.
Kathy, where are you phoning from?
I'm at home.
That's great. You must have made good time.
Yeah. Chris, I met Alan Turner in the village.
Oh,
He offered me a lift on your bike.
I've got it.
Sorry.
I've got that old sump all you wanted. Bill Middleton had some laying around.
Oh, yes, the sandbox. You took your time.
You get note for note in this world, love. I had to buy my pint.
Come on.
What happens now, then?
We'll pour the oil into the sandbox. That's it. Now mix it in.
Like this.
Oh, that's fine, Seth. Just fine. Now, when you've finished working with your spade, or any tools for that matter, you just leave them in the sandbox. Well, it doubles the life of your tools and makes them more effective. You see, it cleans and oils them at the same time.
Well, fancy that. And to be honest, Mrs. Spellman, I learnt that old trick 40 years ago.
I thought as much. You forgot to hide that in your rush to get to the wool pack. While you were gone, I took the opportunity of tidying all your equipment. So now you know where everything is. There'll be no need to waste Mr. Turner's work time dashing off the things you already have, eh, sir?
You're a marvel, Mrs. Spellman. A ruddy marvel.
Come in.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Sugden.
Huh?
Sorry, have I called at a bad time?
No, no. What can I do for you?
Well, it's Joe I'm looking for, actually.
Sorry, he's not here.
Oh, do you know where he is?
France.
France?
He's gone to stay with some friends.
That's a bit sudden, isn't it? Did he say why he went, Mrs. Sugden?
He needed to get away. Things haven't been easy for Joe these last few months. Do you know why he went?
Look, Mrs. Sugden, this isn't easy.
Come and sit down.
Thanks. I know Joe hasn't been happy. He talked about it last night in the wool pack. We were in the tap room, alone. I'm afraid he misunderstood my offer of friendship. I told him so. He apologized and left.
You have both spent a lot of time together lately.
We enjoy each other's company, Mrs. Sugden. But there's nothing going on. I love my husband, and it's obvious to anyone that Joe's in love with Kate. This isn't about Joe and I. It's about Kate. He's lonely, and he misses her.
Lonely people do desperate things sometimes.
Well, that's why I came to see him. To say I understand. Bit late now.
I can't say I agree with the way he went, but I think he was right to go.
He'll sort himself out. Don't worry.
Thank you for coming over. You didn't have to.
Well, I'm keeping you from your work.
You know, it's mostly Joe's. There's no rush.
Wool packing. Marion, how are you, love?
Hi.
Is that all I get? Hi.
I've missed you.
I missed you too. Now then, what's been going on? Why is Alan Turner riding around on your bike?
No one said. You haven't seen Dolly or Kim.
No, I came straight in. Why? What's the mystery?
I lost the bike to Alan Turner playing poker.
What?
I know it's stupid, but...
Stupid? That's an understatement. When will you ever learn, Chris? I can't even turn my back for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, Kathy.
You know, you're slowly destroying what little trust I have left in you. Why do you do it?
I don't know. To get back at Dad somehow, I don't know.
Getting back at Frank, why?
He's come back to the firm, Kathy. He's taken control again.
What?
I thought he'd called in to see how things were ticking over. But then he came out with a lot of patronising rubbish about how well I'd done. But him coming back was for the good of the firm.
Good of Frank Tate, you mean? Chris, he can't do this to you.
I can't stop him, Kathy. The name of the company is Frank Tate and Son. I ran that business successfully, on my own. Dad coming back to work is ruining it all for me.
Have you told him how you feel?
I've tried. Well, what's the point? He's made up his mind. Won't listen to reason.
I must say, you and Sarah have made the old place look very nice.
I don't wish to be rude, Henry, but I'm sure you haven't come up just to discuss the deco.
Well,
Come on, out with it.
well, I'd always hoped that you and Marion would make a go of it. I mean, no secret of the fact. And you know that I want to be near Marion. Ideally, I'd like her to come back to England, to live.
Yeah, I know, Henry.
I'm not doing this very well, I'm sorry, Jack.
Oh, it's all right. Take your time.
Well, Marion phoned earlier, just after you'd left. She said that she would come back to England, but she couldn't bear to live apart from you.
You mean she'd come back to live if it's with me?
Yes.
Oh, that's not fair, Henry. I can't be responsible for a decision like that.
No, of course not.
Look, I'm sorry, Henry. Truly. But what happened between Marion and me is dead. It's in the past. My future is with Sarah and Robert.
Yes, I see that. But you do understand I had to ask. I mean,
yeah.
With you going away to see her like you did, I began to wonder. But you've made up your mind at last. You do really mean it, Jack?
I've never meant anything more in my life.
Hello, Kathy. When did you get back?
This morning.
Have a good time?
Yes, thanks.
Were you looking for Kim?
No, I'd like to talk to you if you've got a moment.
Me?
Is that all right? Are you going out somewhere?
No, I just got back. Fancy a cuppa? I've just made one.
Yeah, I'd like one, thanks.
So, what's all this about?
Chris?
Ah.
Was Italy nice, Robert? I'll bet you had a nice room.
Yes.
Did you stay in a hotel? Or did you stay with Auntie Marion? Did you and Daddy spend a lot of time with Auntie Marion?
Hi, you two. There, son. Hey, you haven't opened your present.
I haven't had time.
Where are you off to?
I still work at the Woolpack, remember?
Well, it'll only take a minute.
I'll open it later.
Yeah, but...
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that... Well, I wanted to see the look on your face when you opened it, that's all.
Look, I'm going to be late. I must go.
Oh, Robert. Why is it we can never find the words when we most need them, eh?
You can't just play around with people's jobs or responsibilities.
You should know me better than that, Kathy. I never play around.
Chris has worked damned hard at that business, building it up, doing things his way, and he's doing them well.
I'm not disputing that, Kathy. I know how successful Christopher is at his job. But I think you're both overreacting. We're still partners, and I sincerely believe that our combined input will be an asset to the firm.
But you didn't consult him. You just sauntered into the office and swept him aside. Can't you see the effect that's having on him? I mean, look at this business with a motorbike.
Sorry?
Or losing it in a poker game to Alan Turner
Oh, I see. I'm getting the blame for that as well now, am I? No. I'm sorry, Kathy. Christopher's a big boy. He's responsible for his own actions.
Only until Daddy changes his mind.
Come on, Zoe. Don't rush me. There's an art to playing darts.
If you open your eyes, you might get bored.
Right, out of the way, it's Michael's turn.
Oh, well done.
Yes! That was really good.
But that's exactly my point, Henry. People come to a country pub for peace and quiet. They come here to relax.
Only enjoying themselves. What's wrong with that?
Well, there's enjoying yourself and enjoying yourself. And the Woolpack has tremendous potential. Unfortunately, it hasn't been realised. A gourmet restaurant, fine wines. People will travel a long way for a touch of ambiance, Henry.
People will travel a long way for a good pint of bitter and all.
Are you planning on setting up in competition with the Feathers then, are you, Alan?
Well, why not? There's room for more than one top-class restaurant in the area.
This is a pub, not a restaurant.
I'll tell you something else. If you're going to make Woolpack same as Feathers, you'll not see me in here anymore.
Yes, sir. That was the idea, rather.
Anybody mind if we change darts? These are rubbish.
We'll go one step further. Anyone mind if we change partners? It's only a game, Zoe. Well, games are only enjoyable if you win. That's hardly the sporting attitude. Good cheater, bad loser, that's me. Shall we give it a try? I think we've got the makings of a good team.
Fine by me. Well, come on then, Rach. Let's show 'em how it's done.
I was wondering where you got to with those. You all right, Sarah? Oh, that's nice. Present from Jack, is it?
Yes.
You two are all right, are you?
Oh, Henry. I just don't know what to do. I felt so betrayed when he went off like that. We were getting on so well. I really thought we had a future. But now...
Sarah, sit down.
What about the bar?
They can wait. What I've got to tell you is much more important. As a selfish old man, I think a lot about my daughter and my grandchild and wish they were nearer home. So you can imagine how I felt when Marion rang this morning and said she wanted to come back to Beckindale. There was one drawback. You. She said she couldn't bear to live here whilst you were with Jack. And she'd only come back if Jack wanted her. So I put it to him. But Sarah, the one thing that Jack made crystal clear to me was that his romance with Marion was over. For good. His future is with you, Sarah, with you and Robert. He loves you. You must believe that. You must see where your happiness lies.
Thank you, Henry.
Come on, Rach, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Well, your name's not much good, but I can't fault your enthusiasm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's the first game I've won all night.
First game we've won, you mean?
Sorry, Michael, first game we've won. You were lucky, that's all. Oh, I don't know. I think what's important is choosing the right partner.
Hello, love. You're back early.
Am I?
You all right?
I'm fine. Never felt better.
Sarah, we have to talk.
I think you've said it all, Jack.
Sarah, I
Don't you think it's time I have my say? There comes a time in everyone's life when decisions have to be made. Decisions that may go against that person's better judgment. I'm afraid I've had to come to one of those decisions tonight.
Look, Sarah, before you go on, just listen.
I've given it a great deal of thought, Jack. And nothing you can say or do will make me change my mind. You're a massive contradiction. You drive me to distraction. You take me out on our anniversary and promise to propose marriage every year, and the next thing you're jetting off to Italy to visit your ex-lover. What am I supposed to do, Jack? I'll tell you, shall I? One of these days, when you ask me to marry you, I'm going to say yes.